It's Lifestyles. What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Happy Thursday Eve. It's Lifestyles with Eric. Please share the video out. That's very important. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you share the videos out because that keeps everything in circulation. It gets in the algorithms. Make sure you share the video out. I do apologize for that. I had a phone call. But anyway, like I was saying, make sure you thumbs up the video. Make sure you share the video out. Make sure you comment. That's very important. Um, there's one of my faithful subscribers. There's one of my faithful family members. Walking the Lifestyles. That's a Lifestyles young lady. That's Delana Lifestyles. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Um, the other day, I only had like four people in my chat, and that was like super unusual. So I need to fill it up like we normally do. We need to fill this up, fill it up, fill it up. Share the video out, thumbs up the video. Make sure you comment. That's very important. Commenting is very important. Hope Kirk, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. Hi Susan, thanks for coming in. Sharing video out, like I said, that's very important. We got 9 in the chat. Um, Make sure you send something on that Cash App if you can. It's no big deal if you can't. It all goes back to the channel. It's all to support the channel and the things that I may need for the channel. If you can't donate, it's all good. I appreciate you anyway. Thanks for being at Lifestyles. Thanks for being with Lifestyles. Thanks for coming into Lifestyles. And just thanks for being a part of the family. Um, Miss Terry, welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. I just want to let everybody know that I appreciate you. And I appreciate you when you come in and you give me your opinion. You give me great ideas. Miss Debbie, welcome to Lifestyles. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Um, it's all good. We're all family. We all speak to one another. But stop having conversations amongst each other. Talk to me. I'm the host. Remember that. I'm Lifestyles. Speak to each other. That's cool. But the conversate with me and about the topic that we're talking about because that kind of gets twisted up because you're communicating with people on my chat, but yet you should be talking to me. So I need your full undivided attention when we're talking and when we're talking about a topic. I need all your attention. I need everybody's attention on me, on Lifestyles. Who is out there today? Don't forget about who. Okay. Um, we got 10 in the chat. We got 10 in the chat. Where are some of my fellas at? Um, Not seeming to get a lot of guys in, and that's not good. I've told some gentlemen about the channel, and I was hoping they'd come in, but not yet. It's been George and sometimes Abandoned Boy. I just wish that more men would come in and chat with the ladies, and we could all get a good conversation going. Laura Lee, welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Tell Tracy I said, hey, Miss Tracy, Miss Tracy Jones, what's going on? Thanks for coming into Lifestyles. If you're watching, Miss Tracy, I'm going to sip slow because it's still a work night and I definitely want to wake up on time. So I'm sipping slow. I'm drinking my favorite, my chocolate wine. Who is in the chat? We got 11 in the chat. Trey Ace of Spades. We got Trey Ace of Spades in the house tonight. All right. How you like it, Trey Ace of Spades? How'd you like the chair? I like it. It's comfy. I can't complain. I like it. I'm happy with it. Yeah. We got 12 in the chat tonight. This is Lifestyles with Eric. Make sure you share the video out. That's very, very important. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We need as many subscribers and family members as possible. So that's our goal is to get up to 2,000 to 3,000 to 4,000 subscribers. Because once we get past this 1,000, we want more and more and more. and we want to grow this channel to whatever we can grow it to. So I need everybody to make sure they share the video out, tell everybody about Lifestyles with Eric and what we talk about and what we stand for. And the first thing is respect. Respect and loyalty. That's very important to me. We respect one another here on Lifestyles. We keep it respectful. We get raunchy sometimes, but we still keep it respectful. Um, and that's what we do on Lifestyles. And loyalty. Loyalty is a big deal to me. New cheer plus the wine. You got it. You hear me? All right. This is Lifestyles with Eric, who is out there. We got 13 in the chat tonight. We got 13 in the chat. Miss Sheila Justice, welcome to Lifestyles. Miss Sheila Justice, as soon as we get a little bit more in the chat, I definitely will let you know about Mr. Tim Norman. I'll give you a little bit of insight on him in just a few minutes. We want to see how many more people we're going to get in the chat here. My Cash App information is $sign Eric Whistler if you decide to donate. And again, all donations are greatly appreciated, but not, it's no big deal if you can't do that. If you don't have $5 at the minimum, it's all good. It's all good. I still love you, okay? This is Lifestyles. Just be you. What's going on, girl? What's happening? Welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. What is happening? What is happening? What is going on? What's happening? What has everybody been having a good week? I hope so. I've been having a pretty good week. I can't complain. Um, let's get started. Okay, let's get started. All righty. So, Mr. Tim Norman. If anybody's not familiar with Tim Norman is from the Sweetie Pies empire. His mother, Miss Robbie Montgomery, or we call her Miss Robbie. That's my old lady crush, if anybody wants to know. But we call her Miss Robbie, and she owns several Sweetie Pies franchise restaurants that she came up with from St. Louis, and it's all soul food. Miss Tracy, what's going on, Miss Tracy? Right? What's happening? Welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. But yeah, Miss Robbie has a lot of these Sweetie Pies restaurants around St. Louis, and I believe she has one down in Mississippi as well. Um, uh, and her name is pretty synonymous for soul food down that way in St. Louis. So Tim Norman is her only son. Um, she had two sons, Tim and another gentleman named Andre, and that was her other son. He was killed, I believe, in California. But so she only has Tim as one son left, and Sheila, that is who Tim Norman is. He was pretty much running all of the Sweetie Pies restaurants prior to this case. So he was helping run the restaurants. He had his own Sweetie Pies, I believe. But him and his mom were falling out over money and also over a restaurant I believe he opened up in California with the Sweetie Pies name, but she didn't approve of it. So he was having issues with his mom and monies and stuff like that. His mom's home was broken into in St. Louis. They tried to blame it on the he tried to blame it on the grandson, his nephew, who was killed. I believe $150,000 cash was stolen and some paperwork or something like that. And I believe truly in my heart that was something Tim Norman, her son, did, unfortunately, because he was money hungry, and that's all he was about was money. I believe he squandered what little bit of money he may have made with Sweetie Pies, tricking with women and spending it on whatever. I just believe he really had a lot of money issues and money problems, and this is the reason why he did what he did. So Tim Norman, now it's not alleged, he was found guilty of arranging the shooting of his nephew, Andre Montgomery. That in itself, he killed his mother's grandson and his only nephew. That in itself is horrible. This was all over a $450,000 life insurance policy that Tim had taken out on Andre, and he had hired a stripper and a friend of his to, I guess, set up the whole ordeal. Um, and the stripper had lured Andre to some studio where he was rapping at or whatever. He was communicating with her back and forth, and she lured him outside. She said she was outside. He came outside and he was gunned down. Um, uh, Greed is something else. Is all I can say. Greed's a motherfucker. Greed is something else, and um, killing your own family member over a insurance policy that you didn't even get to cash in. It was something with the paperwork or something like that, and I think that was the reason why Tim Norman wasn't able to cash the life insurance policy in, and so eventually, I guess somebody got hip to what was going on, and that's where the investigation started and everything. So dude's a dirty guy. He's dirty. He did 10 years in prison already for, I guess, killing somebody when he was younger in a robbery or something like that. You're right, Sheila. I agree. They're absolutely going to pay for it. I agree. And he was only 21 years old when he was killed. He had a great promise. You know, he was a young guy, and he had great promise. He had graduated high school. I remember seeing his graduation on the old network on the Sweetie Pies reality show. I remember seeing that, and it's sad. It really is sad that that young man had to go through something like that. You know, hopefully he's in heaven. He didn't do anything to deserve to get killed when his own uncle had him murdered. Um, so we're just waiting, I guess, in December to see what his sentencing will be. And, you know, I hope he gets life. I hope he gets the book thrown at him. That's just my opinion, and that's just the way I feel. I'm a loyal person. I said that earlier, loyalty and respect. Um, I'm loyal to friends and family. I'm not going to stab you in the back for money. I don't care how much money it is. We got 14 in the chat. Make sure you share the video out, guys and gals. Make sure you share the video out. Thumbs up the video. That's very important. Um, Make sure you subscribe to Lifestyles with Eric if you're not a subscriber. That's important too. We're a family here. It's not just about subscribing to my channel to help me out. You know, we big up each other. I just want everybody to know that we're family. You know what, Terry? He saw that he was going to be great. And sometimes people try to cut the flower before it grows because they see greatness in that flower. So I totally agree. Kind of like Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle was cut short because he was a flower blossoming. He was helping his community. He was, you know, just growing as a person. And this is what happens when you're trying to do the right thing or doing the right thing, and your life is just cut down. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. But what are your thoughts? You know, what's your opinion on that? What do you think? You're right, Sheila. He could have been well taken care of. Now he's headed back. He's headed back to prison, and that's probably where he wants to be subconsciously. That may be where he wants to be. Uh, you know, I don't know. I don't know. To think like that, I think it is where he wants to be because that's a criminal mind. Your mom is a millionaire. Your mom has franchised a soul food name and restaurant, and you can't even. Ohio girl, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles, and you can't even run the business right. I mean, that right there just tells me that you deserve to be in prison. You need to be in prison. You have a problem. You're greedy. And, you know, I saw the way you disrespected Miss Robbie on the show. I saw the way you talked to your own mother. So you get whatever you deserve, Mr. Tim. You'll get whatever you deserve, or should I say, Dirty Tim, because that's what I like to call him, Dirty Tim Norman. Dirty Tim Norman. We got 13 in the chat today. 13 in the chat. I don't know because I can't process doing something like that. Just envy. You're right. You're right. You're right. Just be you. You're absolutely right. Envy, greed, all the above. It's all the above. Why would you do, that just messes up a family. It separates a family. It tears a family apart. And to go on with a lie, and he probably went to the funeral, and to go on with a lie in front of your mother, unless, I don't know, but to go on with a lie in front of your mom and go to your nephew's funeral and fake it, that's just fucked up. And then console your mother and you killed her grandson. The Lord forgives. I know we have to forgive, but that would be a hard one for me. That would be a hard one for me. I don't know. I just know that would be a hard one for me. That just it's just fucked up. It really is. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. To have somebody in your family like that is that close to you and greedy is just fucked up. It's real fucked up. You know what, Sheila, you're right. A lot of people don't think long term. He's been in prison once, so you never know his mentality. Um, you just don't know his mentality. Prison mentality is different. And when you've done a lot of years in prison, you know the ins and outs of it. So you either know you can take it or you know you can't take it. How can you sit there and play games with your mom's heart? You tell me. Um, why would he do his mother like that? Why would he, um, I'm sure, console her after the funeral, while the funeral was going on, and um, act like you just didn't know what was going on. And all that time, you had your own nephew killed. You dirty son of a bitch. You really are Dirty Tim. You're Dirty Tim. Dirty Tim fucking Norman. And I hope you get everything you get, everything you deserve. You big butt man. You deserve to go to prison and be somebody's girlfriend, buddy. Because you killed a 21-year-old young man that had so much potential. And that was your blood relative. You deserve everything you get, buddy. Period. The prosecutors weren't looking for the death penalty either, by the way. Thanks, Trace of Spades. I appreciate that. Yeah. Make sure everybody make sure they share the video out. That is very important. You got to share this video. That is truly important. We're trying to get these numbers up and just make people aware of what's going on. A lot of people are doing this. Money for high, killing people for money and, thinking they're going to get something out of something and they don't get shit. Um, I want to say St. Louis. I want to say St. Louis, Sheila, that he was prosecuted in. I'm not quite sure, but I'm thinking it's St. Louis. Absolutely, absolutely, Terry. You're right. You're right. Um, God will make him pay for this one. He'll definitely pay for this, and it just makes you think that whatever he was locked up before about, whether it was murdering somebody or robbery or whatever, he definitely did it. Yeah, yeah, Sheila. Okay, yeah. Miss Bev Roundtree, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in tonight. Happy Wednesday, and thank you for coming in. It's a pleasure. Um, I don't know. I'm just glad they found him guilty, and I believe that his mother's still fitting the bill on his lawyer fee. I believe that his mother is still helping him, unfortunately. Um, that's kind of strange too. I know that's still her son, but that's still strange. He killed your grandson. Well, Terry, hopefully his nephew doesn't haunt him. Hopefully his nephew is in heaven and his spirit is resting, but the memory of his nephew will haunt him. Hopefully the smile of his nephew will haunt him. Hopefully he'll wake up in a cold sweat every night, thinking about his nephew that was trying to make a living for himself, that was trying to be a young man, trying to grow up and mature, and he cut him short at 21 years old. Hopefully he'll think about that when he spends the rest of his life in prison. See, I'm a street person. I'm from the streets, and all my life I knew all the consequences of what I did, but I walked a fine line in what and how I did things. I always thought first, never just did. I always thought first. That's what kept me, I believe, where I'm at now. That and the Holy Spirit. But you have to think first. You can't just react. You have to think. You can't allow yourself to get so down and out about money or something that you want so bad that you're willing to do anything for it. That's the one thing. Susan, I totally agree. He just didn't have a heart, and that's obvious. He doesn't have a heart. You're absolutely right, Sheila. I agree. Um, it's I don't know. It's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Um, oh, did anybody see today that I guess Tiffany Haddish settled with the two the one adult and the teenager, the brother and sister that were I guess trying to sue them for trying to groom them for molesting or something like that. But anyway, the kids had a lawsuit. The older sister and the little brother, and they were paid out of court. I guess settled with cash, and Tiffany Haddish paid them. Now, in that agreement, I guess that the kids had to say, well, they can't really speak on it, but they have to say that. I noticed today that they said that Tiffany wouldn't do anything to us. She's known us a very long time, and she wouldn't do anything to harm us. Now, I think that's awful weird because the the 22-year-old girl that was 14 back then um, is the one that filed the lawsuit. So I believe that the trick was to get they give them the money and then they made the girl change what she wanted, change what she was saying because Tiffany Haddish has to continue to have a career. So now they're covering for her and trying to, and she's not going. They're not going to blackball her. Maybe Ari Spears, but not her. I doubt it. I doubt it. Yes, Lord Lee, that's questionable. Also, absolutely, um, absolutely, Tracy. Absolutely, Trey. You're absolutely right. Absolutely. Um, she's absolutely guilty. Um, you paid off a settlement. You took kids to go be in a child molestation comedy skit that was not comedy. It was not funny. And now you want us to feel sorry for you. I'm not doing anything else with her. I'm not watching nothing else of hers or nothing. I'm done with her. I can forgive, but she's never been on my faves list anyway. So I'm not gonna miss anything with Tiffany Haddish in it. I'm not gonna miss it. No big deal to me. No big deal. And Ari Spears is one of the strangest guys. All of a sudden, he's got all kind of weird skits out that are very questionable as far as his sexuality, and wasn't even funny. That's the weird part about it. It's almost like they made him do it, and it wasn't for fun. It was for something else. It's just weird. It wasn't funny, from what I saw. But you just never know. You never know. I think we're gonna black her out. Absolutely. Um, she shouldn't have took those kids over there. She knew exactly what was going on. She wasn't in the dark about it, and that's just the way it is. Absolutely, Debbie. She's guilty. She was there. She took the kids to the band. She took the kids to the house to make the comedy sketch with a little boy in his underwear and a grown man looking like he wants him. That's sick and it's not funny. I don't find that shit funny at all. Period. He used to be on Mad TV, Terry. He used to do some um imitations, very good imitations. He can do Bill Cosby real good, different imitations. But now I look at him different. I don't want to look at him. He's a pervert, period. A fucking pervert. Absolutely, Sheila. I agree. I agree. You got 17 in the chat tonight. Everybody make sure you share the video out. That's very important. Share the video out. Thumbs up the video. Please comment. That's important too. Well, Debbie, they're just going to sugarcoat all of this like they're doing now. They're going to act like she didn't do anything wrong, and we'll forget about it, and it'll be over with, and she'll life will go on, and she'll get another movie, and it is what it is. But we have a video that's going to be around forever with a little boy in his underwear and a grown man looking at him. It's just sick, and it's terrible that those kids have to suffer through that. But they got a piece of change yesterday, and now they can't speak on it anymore. They have to let it go. Absolutely, Trace of Spades. I agree. And the power of the dollar is truly and so important. We can change a lot of things with the power of the dollar. If we don't spend our money in certain places, then we can shut certain things down. Absolutely. Sheila, I don't know. It can make people do all sorts of things. I'm definitely not a millionaire. I wish I was, but I'm happy with me, and I'm not willing to hurt somebody to get $1 million. Not at all. Even though I want to help my family, I'm not willing to hurt someone to get $1 million. You know what, Terry? I agree with you. I agree. I agree. So what about if a woman does it? Cut her uterus out, cut her pussy off of her, cut her titties off. I mean, there has to be something for a woman too. But I don't know. I just can't stand a pervert. And I don't like people to say that they're making up pervert stuff and they're playing, and it's not. You gotta look at the victims. You gotta look at people that have been through molestation. It's not funny. There's nothing funny about somebody putting their pee pee in your ass and you're a little kid. Okay, I'm sure that's not funny. So we need to watch what we call funny and blackball these people. Period. Nope, not at all, Terry. You're right. Not at all. Not at all. We got 19 in the chat. We got 19 in the chat. And I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. Make sure you share the video out. Thumbs up the video. Make sure you comment. That is truly important, everybody. Um, that is very important. I think tomorrow we'll have a guest on tomorrow, I believe. One of my subscribers, one of the family members. She's got some things she wants to talk about the dating world, and we're going to see what we can find out, and if we can get some good opinions on those things. Miss Elaine Bonner, welcome to Lifestyle. Thanks for coming in, love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is going on? Thanks for coming in. Okay, Terry. Hey, it is what it is. then they should never do it then. And they shouldn't even think about doing it. Thumbs up the video, Elaine. Make sure you share the video out, Elaine. Um, Everybody make sure they thumbs up, share the video. That's truly important. We want to get the numbers up. We want to hit 30K this time on this video. My last Tim Norman video with Sweetie Pies did about 26,000. So we want to do about 30,000 on this one. That's the goal. We want this to go viral. So we want to share the video out, thumbs up the video, like the video, comment on the video. Any comments, any questions, any um, ideas, please let me know. Let me know. I'm open. Please, I'm open. Oh, wow. Never heard that one, but that's pretty cool. Wow. It sounds gross, but that sounds cool. I am not falling asleep. No, I am not. You cut that out. I am very woke. I'm going to be getting off of here in a few minutes, but I'm definitely not falling asleep. Good night, Miss Sheila. Good night. Good night. Um, so anyway, we got 17 in the chat. I want everybody to make sure they share the video out. Let me know what you think about the video. If you have some comments after I log out, please put the comments in the just put your comments in. Let me know how you think about. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know your comments on Tim Norman. That's important. Absolutely, Debbie. I agree. I agree. I agree, love. Totally. 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 All right. All right. This is Lifestyles with Eric. I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. It's been a good night. It's been a good chat. We got 15 in the chat. We had up to 19 in the chat. Good night, Miss Hope. Um, Again, I appreciate everybody coming in. Thumbs up the video. If you're not a subscriber of Lifestyles with Eric, please subscribe to Lifestyles with Eric. I would appreciate you being a part of the family, and everybody else would too. So I want everybody to have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and have a blessed one. All right, take care.